Hello and welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. I'm Miss Vicki, and I'm going to use the tarot to see if we can gain more insight into unsolved mysteries, deaths, and disappearances. Let's get started.
Welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. I'm Miss Vicki, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, I'm going to do a reading about the energy surrounding Mr. T. He won the South Carolina primary yesterday by quite a bit. His only opponent, Miss Nikki, is undetermined whether she's going to stay in for the rest of the race. I don't want to talk about her right now, but I want to talk about the energy around Mr. T. Particularly, I have to be careful on YouTube. I can't say a lot of things. They demonetize you if you don't line up with what their views are. But I want to look into his energy with these New York court cases. Now, a lot of information has come out recently about them, about using the quirky tarot. It's hard for me to shuffle this deck for some reason. I don't know why. I have small hands. Some of these decks are very, very tough. I shuffled prior to, but still. I want to talk, first of all, ask the cards about these New York court cases. Now, if you're a Trump hater or a hater of any kind, you're not welcome here. I only want people with open minds, open hearts, and that can think for themselves. Those are my viewers. The rest of you, just go somewhere else. There's plenty of negative views about Mr. T all over the internet. A lot of them are kind of silly, and a lot of them have no common sense. So I only want people with open minds, open hearts. I just want to see what the cards have to say. See the energy. It's all this information that we've been hearing. Is it true? What the heck's going on? Let's see what we can find out. Alright. At the bottom. This card just caught my eye. The Sun. Now this is a really positive card for him. I'm going to put that aside. And I'm just going to put a few more cards down. Just a few. I'm not going to do a really big reading. I just want energy about him. What's going on with these court cases? All right. Here's the Nine of Wands. Now the Nine of Wands is someone who's under attack. This is someone who's been fighting and fighting and fighting, but is holding his own. He's holding his own with these. He's not been taken away like a lot of people would have predicted. He's not behind bars. He hasn't lost tons of property. So far he's holding his own. And we have the Three of Cups. This is a celebration. Now, this is interesting. This is a future card for him. I'm getting the Sun. I'm getting the Three of Cups. I think it's going to be a long haul with these New York court cases, but from what I have looked into, and I have looked into them, they're way, way over the top. I think they break a lot of legal laws, from what I've heard. If you have a different take on that, I'd like to know, but the future with these cases looks positive. We're talking about Mr. T. What's going on right now is the Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords, this is an interesting card. This is thoughts. This is things being put out there. Lots and lots of deception. Now I'm not looking at his standing. I'm looking at the courts and the lawyers and the judges. A lot of deception. A lot of untruths are going on around him. Above it is the Empress. Now the Empress is abundance. He has a lot of properties in New York. He's done a lot for New York. And if you're in the negative mind and only see him as a negative person, that's not what I want. I want the truth. I want open minds, open hearts. He's been very good to New York. He has a lot of properties. He's done a lot of business. They had a lot of the bankers come on and say he was a great client, no fraud, no nothing, no problems. We'll do business with him anytime. So what is this about this court? What is this about these courts? What's happening here? A few more cards. What's going on with these people? If there is no fraud, if there's no breaking of the rules, and a lot of investors that invest in New York have come out and said, whoa, this is not right. We're not going to do business with New York if this is what they're going to do. I think there's more to come with these cases. That's what I'm getting. A few more cards. Let's find out why. Why is this happening? I think a lot of people probably know the answer to that. He's the front runner for the Republican Party for the presidential race. It's 8 months away. A few more cards. All right. Getting a lot of high-powered people here. All right, the High Priestess. This is hidden things. This is going within. This is secretive stuff, too. I'm getting from this card that a lot of these people, I don't see legal cards here. I see emotions. I see agendas. I see wishful thinking. The Magician card, yeah, there's a lot of playing around with the truth. And I'm not trying to make Trump into someone he's not. I'm looking at these court cases with a logical mind, and it's really bothering me. There's a lot of finagling going on, a lot of playing with the evidence, a lot of hidden things, too. The Queen of Cups, the outcome again. The Queen of Cups is a good card. These are positives for him. The Three of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Sun. I think it's going to be a long haul for him, but I think there's going to be somebody step up. I don't know if these cases will go to the Supreme Court or not. I'm pretty sure they'll be appealed. But I'm not sure what that means, who does it or what. But I know there's a lot of protesting going on. Truckers, people that do business in New York. People are very upset about this. Normally, if he was doing something wrong and the courts have found him guilty, people wouldn't come forward and say, well, I'm moving out because this is wrong. I'm getting there's something really bad going on here. A lot of secrets, a lot of lies. The Magician card, along with the Five of Swords, this is somebody fooling around with the evidence, fooling around with the law, doing things they shouldn't be doing, playing with the law, playing with people's thoughts, doing tricky things. I'm getting lots of tricky things. The future cards for him are good. We've got the Sun, we've got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a generous, positive person. I don't know who will be overseeing these appeals. He is going to appeal. He has a very good lawyer. And there's a lot of craziness going on, a lot of, I would say, criminal activity on the parts of the courts. A bit that I've read about it, a little bit I know about the law, is scaring me. All right, a little bit more. So it looks to me like the New York situation is not a done deal. There's a lot going on. A lot going on. We can see a few more outcome cards here. Okay, what we have here, Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit, Nine of Pentacles. All right, here we go again. The past cards, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is money, 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 money. Why are these people doing this? Is it just to be given gifts? Is it, if what they're doing is not legal, and I'm talking about the courts, the lawyers, the judges, they're doing it for money. Money. This is all alleged. This is just my opinion of the reading of the cards. Most people do something that they normally wouldn't do because they're being bribed. They get money, or they're being blackmailed. The current situation, the Hermit card, they're hiding. And I get, with this card, they're hiding behind the legal system. These people think they can do whatever they want. They won't be found out. The Hermit card is people alone too, though. I think they're going, some of these people that are doing illegal, dishonest things, I'm not talking about Mr. T, are going to find that they're out in the cold and they're alone. Now, future card, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is slow moving. It's going to take a while before the truth comes out, and the legal system and the justice system and our Constitution work this out. It's a positive. He's a positive knight. He moves forward little by little. He gets the job done. I think this is a positive sign. I'm talking about the court cases. I would have expected to see a lot more negative cards for Mr. T. And solid, upstanding courts, which I have my doubts about now, after seeing what's been going on. It's going to take some time. I hope my viewers are patient. And please don't leave negative Trump-hating remarks. It's beneath you. If you are really concerned that this is such an evil situation, then do some research. Do your own research. But don't leave negative feedback. You'll just be disappeared into the twilight zone. I don't have time for that. The cards don't have time for it. All right, I'm going to do a few cards now about the race for the president. Now we're talking about Mr. T in this reading. I think I'll do a Celtic cross. These cards are hard to shuffle, but that's all right. The cards know what they want to say. I've done my energy into them. I've asked for guidance from my spirit guides. I just want the truth. And if you can't handle the truth, wasn't that a Jack Nicholson movie? Then go somewhere else. Go somewhere where there's haters and you'll feel right at home. All right. All right. Oh, wow, those really wanted to come out. This is the past cards. Huh. Well, we'll leave those like that and investigate them in a minute. Yeah, I feel sad about this. I don't like the manipulation of the courts, because if they can do that to him, they can do it to you and me. All right, the basis right now of the election. We've got the world upside down. The world is upside down. I think these cards are all reversed, but the world is crazy right now. Our country, what's going on, the wars, the fighting, the killing. The world is upside down, absolutely upside down. Now I was going to read these upright, and I think they're all the other way, but people are very concerned about immigration. They're very concerned about the economy. The Ten of Wands is a heavy, heavy burden. This is a heavy burden for a lot of people. They're feeling the weight of the cost of things. They're worried about what's happening with our government. And our government's been under control of Biden and his group for over 3 years now. People are worried about that. Beneath this election we have the Two of Swords. Now I'm going to read these upright. I don't always read them upright, but these cards are all shuffled this way, and I don't want to take your time up. The truth comes out no matter if you read them upside down, reverse, sideways, or upright. The cards are the cards. The truth comes out in these readings, no matter what. Beneath this is choices. It's also people are very, very scared. Right now, people don't know what to do. They don't know what to think. There's a lot of people that are afraid to vote. There's a lot of people that are afraid to even think, do any research. All right, in the past, we've got 3 cards. We've got Truth, the Ace of Swords. We've got these cards are funny. We've got the Emperor. I'm not sure who that is. I don't think that's Trump. What I'm getting from the Emperor is Biden, the Biden group. They've done pretty much anything they've wanted to. And I'm trying not to make this political, but the truth is, a lot of things have been covered up with them. Hunter Biden, all these things, the condition of the mentality and the physical condition of our president, how the press lies and covers things up, that really bothers me. Now we've got the King of Pentacles. This is about money. I want to say this is Trump. With the planes, with the money. This is telling me right here that we're at odds with what was during the last election, before the Bidens took over, and what we have now. These 2 cards side by side are interesting. The Emperor, I don't know if you can see them, he doesn't look real happy. He's sitting there on his throne with his little scepter and kind of a bad look on his face. But the King of Pentacles, this is Trump. Things were good. We had sun. We had positive things. Things were happening. Lilies, we were reborn. He was remaking our country. And that's the truth. If you think I'm just supporting him for no good reason because I'm a crazy tarot card reader, then look at how our country was back then. If you really want to say, well, it was a terrible time, it's the good and the bad I get. The Ace of Swords too, the past. Ace of Swords is legal. Ace of Swords is the beginning of legal situations. And I also get that this card is a positive card usually, but I think it's the start of weaponizing our legal system is what I get. That when the bees took over, they weaponized our legal system. That's what I'm getting from these cards. Cards don't lie. Above all this, the hopes that we will see, things that will come true, the Six of Pentacles. This is what people want. They want things to be like they were. And I'm going to say like they were 3 years ago. People want prosperity. They want their children to be safe. They want give and take. They want to be able to go to the store and know they're not being taken advantage of. A lot of people in New York, Chicago, that area, can't even feel safe with their children. There was just this beautiful college student murdered, assaulted, the R word, I can't say that, and assaulted by an illegal. And they said, we can't deport him. What are we going to do with these people? I'm giving you the truth. If you think I'm a crazy Trump supporter or whatever, then you look at the facts. But don't stay on my channel. I don't need you. I don't need lies. I don't need hate. This is what people want. They want their children safe. They want things to be like they were. All right, we're talking about the election. You know, we see the past. What's the future? The King of Cups. There he is. Now, I don't think Mr. B is the King of Cups, but I think Mr. T could be considered the King of Cups. Look at the stars. Got a little cup of coffee with a little mustache. The future for our election is the King of Cups. Now, if you think Mr. B is the King of Cups, or Mr. Gavin is the King of Cups, I live in California, so I'd have to argue with you on that. We're going to have the King of Cups. Okay, what is his energy now? He's, I'm sure, Page of Cups. All right. The Page of Cups is, it's a young card. He's starting out. He's got a gift. He's full of love. There's a lot of people that feel positive about him. He loves this country. I don't know that you could look at Mr. B in the eye and say, Mr. B loves our country. He sends money out of our country all the time. He's letting people in that haven't done it the right way. This is the beginning of love. Also, this is how people are looking at the King of Cups. The energy around him. How do people feel about him? Oh, wow, we know that. Five of Wands. Lots of quarreling. There's the haters. The haters that believe everything they see on TV, everything they see online. Oh, it's a terrible person. Lots of arguing. There's going to be a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, groups fighting. I even get the Republican Party fighting. And we have Miss Nikki. I don't even know why she's running. She isn't qualified. She'd been, what, an ambassador. She was a governor of South Carolina. And what did she do for South Carolina? I don't know. My opinion on her, we'll do a different reading on her. All right. The hopes and fears. The Hierophant. Okay, this is really interesting. The Hierophant is the organization. It could be a religion. It could be a political group. The hopes and fears around Mr. T winning the election are groups. It's really, really strong groups. We could call this I don't want to say it's not a religion. It's a strong group. The hopes and fears are that the person in power, this is a powerful person. Well, you know, this is interesting. This picture looks like a little ballot box and the little voters. There's the keys. I think a lot of people hope that things will come out like they should. Things will be done legally, above board, but a lot of people can see someone standing on that ballot box. People are worried. They're not only worried about their situation now, the economy, the crime, they're worried about what's going to be happening with the election. What's the outcome? The Hangman. Looking at things from a new perspective. Now this is interesting. This, to me, gives hope to Mr. T. I mean, I think a lot of people have been fed a line of bull, and now they're starting to look at things from a different perspective. Let's hope they are. Let's hope people are looking at the truth. A lot of lies out there. I get that they are going to start looking at things with a new eye for what's really going on in their lives. Now, I want to pull one more card. Now, another thing I'm worried about, and I'm not sure what I can say on here or not, is I believe the support is with Mr. T. I believe he has a lot of support. But here's our ballot box. Hopes and fears. I hope no one tampers with it. Look at these little nefarious creatures looking at the keys to the ballot box. And this holier-than-thou person standing up there. Is this the Supreme Court? Is this the people in charge? I don't know. We'll pull one more card. Clarify the Hierophant. The Star. All right. I think people are going to look to him as a star. The star is hope. Looking at things from a new perception, a new perspective, a new way of thinking. Making sacrifices too. A lot of people, and I'm getting this as mental sacrifices, people are going to start saying, well, maybe these news stories and all this ridiculous stuff that's coming out, maybe they're not true. We've got the star. The star is hope. I think he's going to be triumphant. He's blending. A lot of people would be terribly upset. I know there's celebrities that say, well, if he's elected, we'll leave the country. Haven't we heard that before? They haven't left the country. They haven't done a whole lot for our country either. So if they do leave, that's their thing. All right. I want to pull just a few more cards. I'm going to use the Mystic Tarot. I have my cards piled up all around my table. I need to go through them. All right, a few more cards about the election. We talked about the court cases. I see long legal battles with that. But I don't see Mr. T being carried off to the dungeon. I don't see his assets being, it's costing him money, but a few more cards. Let's just look at the election. The past, the present, and the future. Okay. The past, the Five of Pentacles. He's been out in the cold. They're trying to put him in a lockbox. I don't know if you can see these. There are lots of images. They've been trying to lock him up for a long time. The present energy. The Ten of Pentacles. The present energy is a positive card. This is about a happy home. This is about people wanting a better life. This is about people wanting more income. Not worry about crime. All right. The outcome of this election is the Tower. I think that's great. I mean, I see that as the Tower being hit with lightning from God. I think these people that are doing these, let's say, crimes against truth, crimes against our country and the people, I think they're going to be hit with lightning. Well, I hope this wasn't too political of a reading for you that don't seem to want to know anything except what you're told. I'm not referring to my viewers. My viewers, I know, do research. I'm getting a positive with Mr. T, but it's not only him being elected, it's what will happen afterwards. I think that if and when he does come to power, and who knows what's going to happen in the meantime, maybe the White House will say aliens have carried off the ballot boxes. Maybe the White House will say, Well, the ballot boxes have all been stolen, so we'll have to shut down the election. Maybe the powers in charge will do an attack. Maybe there'll be some kind of attack from outer space or from another country. And oh goodness, we have to just take over now. We couldn't possibly have an election. I know I'm being sarcastic, but buckle your seatbelts, people. I have a feeling that you haven't seen anything yet. But I do feel like good will triumph. Four of Swords. I can't quite pull myself away from this because I want to know so badly what's going to happen. Arrest. A long battle, and we're going to have a rest finally. All right. Now, I'm going to close the circle. Leave me kind comments. If you're a hater, go to another channel. I don't want you here. My viewers don't want you. If you're someone with an open mind and an open heart, let me know what you think. And I'll do another reading in the near future. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time. Bye.